I
like the aroma.
Thank you, yes. I was going to put some bread on, some freshly baked bread as well.
Yeah.
And do you like the way I did the ropes and those nice little coils?
I think it's very good, and we've knocked through here and opened up these birds.
I'm Rory, you must be the estate agent.
Well, they're on board now, having a look around, but you see, I don't want to be there because I don't want to hear. It's like your girlfriend. You don't want to hear people's honest opinions about your girlfriend, do you? I'm married to this thing, really. And the last thing I want now is somebody to appear and say, well, you could have done better, or oh, not as beautiful as I thought, or if I were you, I'd get rid of her. You don't really. We have a relationship, and you know, I certainly don't want to know what he thinks she might be worth.
I love the boat. I think the condition's brilliant. There's obviously been a heck of a lot of money spent.
You'll see, remember I spent 5 hours tidying up today.
Would it sell, or is it a very...
It's quite a Pacific boat, but it would certainly sell.
Well, we know how much he spent on it, and... Well, he doesn't know no idea what it's worth now. He doesn't want to know, really, but we do want to know. Yeah. Do you have an idea of what...
Yes, I do.
Would you write down?
Write down.
I would.
What it's worth. And then we'll put it up on the wall and see if he goes near it.
It doesn't tie you to anything.
It's not contractual. We're not going to sign.
Mortgage rates can go up and down.
Yes.
And no salesman will call.
Don't you shoot. What? How much? What? Let's not be vulgar.
Excuse me.
Oh, really?
He's going to be... Well, we're not going to tell him because that's 4 times what he spent on it.
It's three and a half times what he... Don't tell him. That's hilarious. The boat is worth this much.
Griff, do not open this piece of paper.
Do not open. It'll kill him.
Which just blue tack it to the wall.
Yeah.
Before we played poker.
On the way to Brighton, the only racing we'd managed was to try to beat Rory to the pump action on board lavatory in the morning.
What do they do? It's like a brrr, do they do an air horn?
Yeah, something like that.
You do that well, actually.
I think I do it now for everything.
Don't do it too loudly or you'll get them all
Start the
started.
race.
This Brighton race is mainly for modern yachts, but the principles of racing are exactly the same. I wonder if it's too late to work them out.
Oh, there was a flare.
There's a flare.
That means that's probably 2 minutes.
Okay.
Or a minute, perhaps. I don't
No,
think that's the start.
that's it. Is it?
No, I don't think so.
mulling around.
They're still on the other side of the line.
It doesn't happen in other sports, does it, when you don't know whether the game or the race has started or not? You imagine a football match. Either the game has started or possibly not started.
This is the point where I'm supposed to be telling Rory and Dara exactly what's going on. I've only ever raced a boat about 4 times before in my life. I've enjoyed it. I didn't want it to have anything to do with racing. I seriously thought it was for nerds and cruds. And then, of course, you have a go and the competitive instinct takes over, and I thought it was the most exciting thing I'd ever done. But, of course, I was in the middle of the race, and with me I had my brother, who's raced since he was about 6. And so he knew all the racing rules, and I would turn to him and say, where do we go, what do we do now, and so on. And now I don't have him. I'm watching this in a state of complete and utter confusion. See, he goes around the mark. He goes as close as he can to the mark without touching it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Arms round. He lets out his sail to pick out the wind.
They've
got a man on the foredeck, and the man on the foredeck is desperately trying to get that spinnaker pole out, and there it goes! They're getting it up as quickly as possible. Behind the jib, they get it to fill, then they will drop their jib.
This is where I think it suddenly got very complicated. Is the spinnaker has suddenly appeared, which has never been mentioned at any stage during any of the sailing until now, and Griff got really excited when it appeared.
Look, he's getting his spinnaker.
He's got a spinnaker out!
He's getting his spinnaker out. Look at the spinnaker on that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just jibing! And the noose has gone through!
He's got it on the inside!
And not only that, he steals their wind.
Oh, cheeky.
He's broaching, you see?
Whoa. What is broaching me?
What that means is he's got too much wind in too much sail, and it's driving the front of the boat into the water instead of along the water. You've sort of stalled, and real broaches turn the boat right over like that.
And he's off to Plymouth now.
These fast, efficient yachts were sailed by fast, efficient people. At least 6 per boat. I was feeling a little inadequate. We were only 3. In Nelson's Navy, they pressed men in the local seedy, insalubrious drinking dens. We headed for the Brighton Marina Yacht Club.
We actually would love to have some expert crew on board, especially if they're pretty girls. Would you be up for joining us?
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah.
But the bad news is you have to share the berth with me.
How big's the berth?
We would have to lie on top of each other, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Dara's in it as well. Did I tell you that?
It'll be cosy.
It'll be very cosy, yeah.
Yeah, well, that sounds, a lot of fun.
But we can give him £5 and send him to the cinema, can't we?
We need people to do racing with us because we are bad. Is there dangers out there? Is there, the risk of dangling a leg over the side and somebody crashing into it?
It's fine.
Is it
You're
grand?
not going to lose any legs.
Oh, come on, build up the danger of it. Like, by all means, wrinkling, you're all right.
Fingers, but not legs.
Okay, but fingers is an acceptable loss in this, is it?
My worry was that quality control had been sacrificed for other agendas.
Which one is your girl? Should I go? Am I expected to go and offer
No.
to her a trip to
I've told her I sent her home to have a shower, and then she's coming back later in a cocktail dress. Or was it a swimsuit? I can't remember.
How old is she?
You're old enough, Griff.
I was right to worry. I headed for the man who won the race.
And you don't fancy using your extraordinary skills to come and help me out at all?
You've already told me about your handicap problem. There's no.
I think I am pretty handicapped already by having Dara and Rory aboard, but I don't think I get points for that.
I think you're right.
Griff, this is Helen, our spinnaker trimmer.
Hello.
This is our captain.
Hi, good to meet you.
And nice to meet you.
I've been roped into helping you out with your race.
We need somebody who knows about tactics, because I'm not very good.
Okay.
I can help, but I really need somebody who says, when you come up to the line, they say, OK, let's go back.
Yeah,
But
I can do
also,
that.
when you're on the
Griff, let me
line,
interrupt you. There are two sorts of tactics. There's the mint ones and the orange ones. Is that right?
Do we have to take him as well?
we do.
We're sharing a berth.
Right.
Yacht and Dana, Yacht and Dana. Yacht and Dana, this is an emergency call. Please reply, over.
Was that us?
I had a dream about Yacht and Dina. Did you?
I don't have dreams like
Yacht and Dana, Yacht and Dana, Yacht and Dana.
Here, can you do the radio?
I don't know how to do the radio.
To find out.
Griff!
Griff, are you decent? Griff?
Who's that calling, please?
Griff, but he's not here.
Calling Yacht and Dana, we understand there are people aboard the yacht.
Tell you what, Dara, that Coast Guard sounds familiar.
You look a couple of tangos.
Foxtrot! Uniform!
That's my mother and all her friends not watching again.
In the next episode, we arrive in Portsmouth and realise we need some actual sailors for the crew.
This is rapidly turning into 3 men plus up to 6 others in another boat. Because by all accounts, we're not going to win this race on our own.
As the big race draws nearer, relations between us deteriorate.
Could you pull in that main sheet?
I'm mutinying, Griff. I'm in the middle of a mutiny.
Oh, OK, all right.
I want the dinghy now.
Dara gets to fulfil a fantasy as he's knifed by the Navy while dressed in rubber.
Jesus! I start there.
Rory gets a chance for a spot of bird watching.
Hello, blonde girl with ponytail.
And can Griff keep it together as the clash of the sister ships finally gets underway?
Wait a minute, don't haul it any further! We've been outmanoeuvred here. This is just utterly infuriating.
So the end of the journey is tomorrow night at 9. Brand new drama just starting on BBC One with an adaptation of Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. Here on BBC Two, Jeremy gets behind the wheel of the scariest car ever made, and on BBC Four, British dance goes tribal in Dance Britannia.